Andy Sheridan had just beaten us up so many times, like in the scrum for England against South Africa, and I'll be honest with you, there was a large part of me that was relieved when the first Test team was announced, and Sheridan wasn't starting at loosehead, because that would have been a much tougher task for me to face. So,
Andrew Sheridan.
Oh, strong boy.
He was strong, yeah. He was
strong loosehead, wasn't he?
One of the strongest, I would say.
I remember him, I reckon about 14, 15, 16, Dulwich College. He was massive back then. I was a skinny little fly half at the time with a little pot belly. Truth. And I'm like, who is this monster?
Andrew Sheridan, because he was pushing 10 more than anyone had ever seen in a gym. All the props then went shit, in order for me to kind of be anywhere near this guy, I've got to do more.
With the notable inclusion of the giant sail and England loosehead Andy Sheridan, at 1.96 m and 120 kilos, he's bigger than some international locks. Well, this is the battle we want to look at. It's Andy Sheridan here, a man of immense power, up against the All Black strongman, Carl Heyman. He's watching you this time. Here's pressure starting to really come on the Māori scrum now. And that's a big blow. You can see the excitement there. And the man getting the pats on the back is Andy Sheridan. Exactly what Clive would have wanted. Sheridan stampede through the middle. Coming for Dawson.
Started very well in the first 15 minutes. A lot of variety and intelligence from them. That's a good English scrum. Too good.
Well, that's one big ask of Haskell. Sheridan, big power from him. Some damage there for some after that England attack. 2 players down receiving treatment. Why not when Sheridan powers on like that?
Damage from the dump truck there.
Laffer has gone off and Census Johnson has come on as a temporary replacement at prop.
Last fight.
10 minutes gone. Sheridan makes the break again, feeds Robinson, looking for support, and they're going to score a try here, and it'll be Corey.
As it was Sheridan, I think, that got the pass away to Robinson, put him in the clear. Look at that. Loosehead prop, beautiful pass.
So that's good work from Hartley and Easter. And Sheridan, who doesn't really care for this. That's old Sheridan. Whoa! The crowd really enjoyed that.
Defensively does well, and it's picked up by the giant Andrew Sheridan. Converted back row forward Sheridan. Will be seeing plenty of him today.
Sheridan enjoying the scrum this week.
The boy has an appetite for scrummaging today.
This is Sheridan.
game at the moment, and I think the men in white will want to do that.
Oh, they've got them there, Stuart, up front. Absolutely marmalised Australia. Reset. Penalty, as England do. Dawson now, it's Sheridan. Took 5 to stop it. Sheridan fancies another slice and backs to pie here. Second row as well, but for now the pack will have to try and survive, and they can't. Now England have got 3 points here underneath the post, but they could also go for another scrum.
That was horrible if you're Al Baxter in the Australian front row.
They simply cannot hold England. Come on, man!
Done in a switch now against Sheridan, and there the pressure comes on. He can't hold him up, and it's down on the neck.
Gonna have to be driven again.
Sheridan does just that. Good drive by the England prop.
But he'll have to wait because it's a penalty at the scrum.
By vital penalties, also the psychological advantage. But you can see there, Matt Stevens was just too open, too high. When you're scrummaging against a powerhouse like Sheridan, you've got to get your scrum height lower. More pain ahead.
To do what you did, to go through the gears of from 8 to second row, to become, in your heyday, one of the greatest loosers, but also changing the profile of what props look like. You started this craze of being basically bodybuilders in rugby players' bodies. Like this, that you started that. Do you know that?
Is that right? I wouldn't go that far. It's a compliment.
It's a compliment. Another compliment, Mr. Sheridan.
Thank you, Mr. Hampton. Very kind of you.